Well, the goal today is to catch a lot of fish, bluegill and crappie. Yes, I said bluegill because the lake we were at has massive bluegills. 10, 11 inches, that's the goal.
That was Nick from MB Edits. We are back out with him, taking on the mighty ice of the north in Wisconsin. Yeah, there's ice on the lakes, guys. If you haven't seen my last video, we got out a couple days ago and did some ice fishing on about 2 to 2.5 inches of ice. So we didn't have a ton of ice, but we had enough to get out and do some ice fishing, obviously being very, very careful with the spud bar, spudding our way out, making sure that we're using every precaution possible to be sure that we are safe out on the ice. And that's exactly what we're gonna do again today. I got all of my ice fishing stuff in the truck here. We're gonna go ahead, rip all that stuff out, throw the bibs on, and head out on the lake and see what we can make happen. I am filming a catch and cook, as you guys can tell by the title of this video. I got some catch and cook breading from Jay Siemens over at Catch and Cook that we are gonna use. Let's go see if we can pull some panfish through the ice. If you guys are new here, please go down, hit that subscribe button down below. We're gonna be doing all sorts of fun ice content on the channel here this year that I want all of you to be a part of, and this is just the start of it. So let's get out on this early ice, see what we can make happen. Stick with us, stay tuned. Let's go catch some fish. Quite a bit of ice, Nick. If you guys are interested in checking out an Eskimo pistol bit, I'll leave a link down below. This thing, I just switched to it after using a propane drill all of last year. I finally switched over to electric, and this thing is a beast. We had to do a little bit of searching, but if you can see our stuff over there, yeah, we found the fish, and I'll show you guys on live scope here in a little bit. It is the absolute mother load. So Nick and I are basically planning to put on an absolute slugfest right now. Drilling of the holes might have moved the fish around a little bit, but that's okay. I'm gonna grab a rod here. I'm gonna be using, as you guys saw in the last video, my Della Bay pan sizzler right away, paired up with a little tungsten jig and some hog pours from Randy Burton. We're just gonna check one of these holes once, see what we got going on. Oh, there's definitely fish down here, Nick. There we go. Now you guys can see my jig on there. I'm just gonna drop down. Here we go. We got fish coming. Got that one. Oh, I missed him. He popped right off. Should do it. Bring him up a little higher. Got him. Oh yeah, this is a bluegill for sure, just by the way he's fighting. Oh no, it's a nice crappie. That is a good one for the grease. We got one right away. Good crappie for the catch and cook. But that is a good one for the catch and cook right away. Nice. First one down. We'll get a couple more, and I think we'll be good for the catch and cook. I'm gonna run and grab another plastic. Today we are using, like I said, Hawg Pours 1-inch minnow plastics. These things are my absolute favorite, especially for crappies. Randy has came out with quite the selection of new plastics this year that you can check out. I'll link him down below if you're looking for some solid ice fishing plastics. He can definitely get you covered no matter what you want, size, color, presentation. He's got you covered over there. And they do catch fish. Fish go absolutely nuts over this, watch. Oh, that one was all over it. He's gonna come back. Oh yeah, he's gonna come back. We got him. We got him. Another nice one for the catch and cook there. Some solid crappies in here, Nick, and that crappie annihilated that bait. We can just pop it out there. Check that out. Another one. Yeah, we'll keep that one. That's a good one for the catch and cook. We got a ton of fish down under the ice right now, as you guys can tell. Let's drop back down there. There we go. See how long? It does not take long. It does not take long to get these fish to hit. This one's a little small. Look at where that is. Holy smokes. Down his throat. Let's go pop it out here. All right, we're gonna let that guy go. There we go. All right, we got a nice mark right underneath us. And of course, the smaller one comes in and smokes it. Another good crappie. This one's a little small too. I like that first size I caught. There you go. Here we are descending. Let's see how long this takes, guys. Watch this. Here it is right away. Got him. Oh, I lost that one. Probably could be using a little bigger presentation for these fish right now, but I don't feel like retying. Got that guy. Now he's digging. Oh, that's a bluegill. First bluegill of the year, Nick. This guy is a little small to keep, so I'm actually gonna go ahead and get him back down the hole. It would be nice to get a couple of bluegills to eat. We're just gonna hover above him here. Here comes one right away. Ooh, I missed that one. Maybe we can get him to do it again. Right here. I missed that one too. Now we got a huge school down there. They're playing with me. I'm gonna drop below all these little fish. I think those are smaller fish we're playing with. I'm gonna drop down to the bottom. There we go. That one up hit me. Another bluegill. Just a little guy. Back down you go. So many fish, but I feel like I might move here because it seems like a lot of these fish are just small little bluegills. Ooh, this one feels better. This one feels better. Definitely a bluegill. Oh yeah. Yeah, buddy. That is gonna be a good one for the grease. We caught one of our one of our better bluegills of the year so far. That is a nice one to throw in the grease. We'll take that all day. Throw him next to those other ones. Just say, oh, I'd say probably 2 more fish, and we'll have a solid catch and cook for you guys. Should be able to make that happen. That was a bigger mark, as you could tell, than the last couple we've been getting. This is gonna be smaller. All right, I'm gonna actually move. I'm gonna switch spots here and see if I can find some more of those suspended crappies. Those seem to be like the better size, especially for eating here today. Where did these fish go? Oh, they are definitely all by Nick. Right there. Just turn the transducer a little bit. They're all about 50 feet in that direction. 2 more fish. And we'll be eating good. We'll be eating real good. Okay. And we're gonna drop this in before all these fish disappear. There we go. We are descending. We caught the attention of a big crappie, and we got him. We got him. Oh, that is a good one. Stop flopping. One more, and we're gonna be eating. Okay, okay, okay. Look at all of those fish. That's a big one. Got him. We got him. Oh yes, we will take that. So I think we're good on catch and cook. Let's go make some fish. We'll rendezvous with this later. It's time to cook up some goods. Let's go over to the cooking station and see what we got. Choo! Boop. I would say this is probably the best part of doing catch and cooks, cleaning the fish. Now that we're done cleaning fish, we have a pile of fresh meat. We're actually gonna run over to one of the open holes here. We're gonna clean these fillets off. Then we'll dump some of that breading in a bag. We'll get these bad boys breaded up and ready for the grease. There's really nothing like spectacular or crazy hard about doing catch and cooks. You basically just gotta be okay with, you know, throwing what you're gonna be eating in lake water and not having an issue with that. So the unit we're actually gonna be using here today is the Buddy Flex Cooker by Mr. Heater. This thing's pretty neat. It actually works with the Buddy Flex Heater. This thing's absolutely awesome. It makes cooking an absolute breeze, especially when you're out on the ice. You can actually strap this down right to the Buddy Flex here. So it's all together as one piece. You don't have to have two separate pieces. So this is what we're gonna be cooking on today. I'm gonna go ahead and try to figure out, I've never used this really before yet. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this fired up, and we're gonna get some oil cooking here before we bread these fish. Oh yeah, there we go. We got light. So I'll basically explain this to anybody that's looking at buying one of these, how you ignite the actual cooker part of this. So the first thing you wanna do is make sure that you have propane in there. You're gonna go ahead and you're actually gonna ignite the pilot light on your Buddy Flex. Then you'll turn your knob to accessory mode on. Once you've done that, you can then light the pilot light on the cooker and you're good to go. So we're gonna go ahead, we're gonna toss some oil in this pan, and we're gonna dump all of that in there. And we're gonna let that oil heat up. While we're letting that oil heat up, we will get our fish breaded and ready to go. You know, we're just cooking away over here. I have a little gallon Ziploc bag here. We're just gonna open that bag up. We're using the spicy version of this right now. We're gonna open this bad boy up, but we're gonna go ahead. We don't have a ton of fish, so I'm only gonna dump a little bit in here. That's probably enough. If I was making spicy fish like this, I would definitely be putting my fish into hot sauce before putting it into the breading itself, but I didn't pick any of that up. So we're just gonna go ahead and put these fillets right into the bag with this breading. So we're just gonna toss these around for a little bit while that oil heats up. And then we just have to wait for our oil to be ready, and we can dump these bad boys in and start cooking them. Oh, this smells awesome. It smells so good. I'm gonna pull one of these fillets out of here so you guys can see. That is what you like. Perfectly coated piece of crappie right there. We're gonna toss that in the oil here and let that start cooking. I'm actually gonna turn the heat up just a little bit and wait probably a little bit longer before I put the next one in there. We'd like that to be sizzling just a little bit more than it is. It's almost there. I actually turned the heat down before because I thought it was gonna get a little too hot, but it's looking pretty decent. So we're gonna wait for this oil to get a little hotter and then we'll toss some more fish in. But I am excited to eat. Oil is sizzling that fish up. Just gonna toss them all in. So now we wait for this goodness to be done, and then we eat. I'm gonna pull this piece out just to test it. This piece is getting hard on the outside. I think this might be the first one I put in. Maybe this one too. This one, pull this one out. One looks to be done as well. Piece of bluegill. Pull this guy out. This guy's done. All right, folks, check that out. We just took all the fish off of the deep fryer. You guys kind of saw me pulling them off one by one. It only took about 5 more minutes and I pulled the rest of them off. So we got bluegill, we got crappie in the spicy piquant, catch and cook coatings. Let's go ahead, give this first piece a try here once. Look at that, nice and crispy outer edge. I think it's gonna be good. Money. Money. Fresh off the press. Literally swimming not even 30 minutes ago. And now they're going in my tummy. That is some good stuff right there. With that catch and cook coating, I was able to coat the outside of that fish almost perfectly to where you're not getting such a thick coat of breading on the outside where it's like soggy, but just enough where it's just enough to harden the outside of that fish, make it a little bit crunchy when you're putting it in your mouth. And you're also getting a little bit of spicy kick from that spicy piquant too as well. So awesome way to make some fish out on the ice. If you guys are interested in checking out some of the catch and cook coatings, I'll leave a link down below where you can check it out. But before we move forward and end this video, I gotta have Nick try some of this too. It's kind of like tradition to make sure that Nick's getting some of the fish that I cook up here on these catch and cooks. So we're gonna let Nick give these a try and see what he thinks.
Luckily, I was just pounding crappies. Like Cody was doing the cooking part, and you know, he obviously only caught a couple fish. I went over to his holes and just started jacking crappies like every single drop. Absolutely insane. And now I get the pleasure of eating the fish that he just caught and cooked, which is great. I didn't have to do any of the work, and this is my first time actually having catch and cook from J. Siemens. I've never had this stuff. Obviously it's promoted everywhere, so very interested to see what I think of this. Wow, that's pretty good. That's actually really good. Really good coating, and it does have that spicier kick. I do like spicy food, so pretty pleased with that. And on top of that, did not eat breakfast, so probably gonna steal this plate, run over there, because I know Cody won't be able to catch me, and eat the rest of this fish.
There you have it, catch and cook coatings right here. This stuff is good. It felt so good to get the first catch and cook out of the way out here on the early ice here in Wisconsin. If you guys like this video, you want more catch and cooks, leave some comments down below. Let me know what you think of them. Maybe let me know some of your recipes too as well, and how you guys make fish, whether you eat crappies, whether you just like to catch and release crappies, bluegills. What is your favorite fish to eat? And maybe on the next catch and cook, I'll go target that species and make it happen out here on the ice. Thank you guys again so much for tuning into this one. As always, keep living your dream, and we'll catch you on the next video. Peace.